You got stuff to do today. See if we can pick it up. It doesn't like to, doesn't want to. You can hear it groaning. It looks like I'm gonna hit right here, no problem. But that ain't gonna hurt nothing. Huh, imagine that. A not round log, not rolling. But you see all these knots? Big knots. Big knots. This is right here's a whole knot. Knot, 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 knot. And then the other side is worse. This is the good side. And that's crazy. Bang! And this end is way skinnier, so I'm gonna get a bunch of 2-inch right off this end that won't go the full length, because this is way skinny. Like I said, it shouldn't even be a log, it shouldn't be on the mill. But here we are. I like it. I think I'm gonna stand this up, cut these knots here off, cut this side off, and cut that other side off. Got a big split down here, it's got a big split down here. It's got a big, nasty everything. See how it goes. Everything about it's nasty. Woo, almost lost that. That's a big old dude right there. See, I think I'll leave this edge right here for live edge. It's all right down there. And this is going to be nasty too. It's got 2 cores in it. It's not the base of the tree. It's got 2 cores down there and 1 down here, and it's all off center. I mean, nothing pretty about that. Nothing. See, there's a little bit of rot right here, a little bit down there, a little bit right there. Well, hopefully we don't have to raise up this end, huh? Well, by some miracle, the cores are level. There's 2 in this end and 1 that's off-centered at that end. That's tight. That was tight. It's going to be tight on this side too. There's a big old knot sticking out. I probably just ought to get out the chainsaw, but I never do 10-quarter. I always stick with 8-quarter. But for some reason I'm going to do 10-quarter on this one. I'm going to have to, it's going to be a pain in the butt, probably stacking it in the kiln. I have to make sure it's on the same row, but I think I'll get at least 2 rows out of this. So I'm going to try this 10-quarter just because I don't have any. And why not, right? Man, I don't think that's going to make it. Boy, that's a slab. The next one's gonna be even worse. This knot's not any good. See, this knot's not any good. Right here is rot. This is the rot on I said we had. So this knot's no good. Other than that, it's a nice looking knot. And there's rot in there where they cut off this limb. Usually there's bark all down in here, but there's no bark in there. It's a nice solid wood. And there's some nice color in there. Let's see what this other one does. So this top side would be the one that you use. So yeah, you have to take off some of this here is rot, right around here. Oh yeah, and it's still got rot up in there, damn it. That's that same blade that hit that nail yesterday. And there's a little bark there, but we just got into it. See what that one's gonna look like. And then we're gonna change this blade. There's some bark there. And there's that rot there still. When they cut off that limb, you know, it's hard to not have rot. Not bad. Still doable. Not the greatest that you're looking for. Not exactly what you're looking for, but it's doable. All right, so that was a bust, but it's not great. It's not going to be any. I don't see anything great, at least on this side. We got a big knot. This is a big knot coming up here. Huge knot. Probably part of this right here. So we'll see what that does. And then we got plenty of other knots on the other side to go down to. So I sawed this one without you. Cut off a leveling cut and then sawed this one without you. And then I flipped it over without you too, without any of your help. You didn't even help me flip it over. And I stacked all the lumber too without your help. Could have used your help there. I'll take off a couple 2.5 inch pieces out of this knot here. And then we'll see what we get. Yeah, it was just barely wide enough this way when I had it on this side. I was hitting that knot down there and not on the other side, just scraping the whole side. So this is as wide as it gets for the wood-mizer. Doesn't get any wider. For the LT35 anyway. The knot is not worth it. See if I can get past that. Yep, I got this one, I think. take off a little bit there and a little bit here. So that's probably the real reason why these boards are not worth it. These logs are not worth it. Because I got to chainsaw this. I got to chainsaw this off right here. And then I got to chainsaw some off up there. Doesn't look like I have to chainsaw that off. No, surely not. Surely not. It's hard to say if it's worth it or not. Because when somebody comes along and they want this piece, then it will have been worth it. But if nobody ever comes along and wants this piece, probably will not be worth it. It's a good thing I'm not on the clock. So I've got those stacked up. I'm just stacking those right there. So it doesn't look like I'm going very far, but I've been going for like an hour. I've got that sewn off. I don't think I'll need to saw up anymore. And here we go. Put on a diesel jet. So we're going across there at maxing out that LT35. So it's hard to tell when you're going through this because this is the max that mill cut. Well, not the max it'll cut. You shouldn't say that. But this is 2 foot 20. This is 24 inches right here, which they say is the max it'll cut. It'll cut a little bit more than that, but anyway, this is the max cut for that LT35. So it's hard to tell when your blades, if it's your blade that's dull, you know what I mean, and you're just grinding through that, or if it's just because the sawdust has been carried away, or if it's just hard-ass wood. But I'm going to change that blade. Sharpen them myself. I don't mind changing it. There's absolutely no wave in it. It probably looks like it. It probably looks like wave right there. It looks like it to me. But with that glare on it, probably looks like wave. But there's no wave in that. That's a flat board. But it sure didn't like this knot up here. The teeth are set still just fine. The set in it's not bad. But I don't need to go run through this at 90 miles an hour. I'm in no hurry. But I'm also in no hurry to burn up that blade. As soon as I think it's dull, I'm changing it. It may not even be dull because I didn't change it that long ago. So it may not be that dull, but I'm going to change it and sharpen it. I got a brand new stone on the grinder, and I'm going to sharpen it. I'd rather get one more sharpening out of it than grind it till it's hot and not any good anymore. And then we'll come back in, take off another slab, one at a time. So there's the one I just took off. I don't think that's too bad of a slab. Right there. Right there. I don't think that's too bad of a slab. I think that's a decent slab. I think it's a decent live edge. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, except for this piece that's been cut out, this limb that's been cut out here. But I think that's a decent looking live edge slab right there. It's dried out because like I said, I've been gone for a couple hours. Has a little bit of rot right there, and that's from this limb right here. Rotted all down there. But I'm not a woodworker. I'm just a sawyer. So I just cut it up. You woodworkers have got to figure out something to do with that. But I think it's a decent looking slab. It's a decent looking live edge. That'll make somebody something decent. Whatever carpenter can make out of that, woodworker can make whatever out of that. That's not my department. This is actually the same blade. I just sharpened it. It's getting worn down too. This will definitely be the last use of this blade. It may not even make that. It may not even make this. gonna have to saw that off. Getting into some decent lumber here. I'd still call that a decent slab there. Where up until now it's just been okay. Nothing special. This still isn't anything special, but that's still a nice slab right there. That was a long process, processing that log. But no, it's not what I wanted. But it was fun. And I guess when you have your own mill and you're not worried about, well, I wouldn't say you're not worried about money, but when money's not your priority in life, you can sure play around with stuff like this. That's not a bad slab there. That's some nice. Oh, that's gonna crack. See, I didn't even get a good one there. There's some quarter sawn, but I didn't get at all what I wanted. Not at all. No good slabs. Not at all what I want. Not at all. Very disappointed. 20-inch by 8'8", 10-quarter oak slabs. Not a bad haul for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 slabs. That's decent, isn't it? Not a. We just got a call for another lumber order. Just a small little, guy doing whatever door trim for 1x4s, 5-quarter by 4. See you on the next video. Subscribe, get a notification, like, and all that stuff, and we'll see a pine order, and then we'll see some more red oak, 5-quarter red oak. I got about 1,000 board foot of that to cut still. Well, 950 now. I cut a log yesterday.